Hello everybody, Russian Batman back with another video. Today I got a little bit of a shorter showcase. I only got two figures. This is a sequel to a previous showcase. I recently did a showcase showing off some original Batman characters where I showed off this cool looking Joker I made. And I think, where's my Batman? Did I lose my I have my Batman here somewhere, right? I recently organized my desk, so oh yeah, here. Where I showed off this Batman and a few others. So I kind of wanted to make some more figures to go along. I only have two. I didn't make that many. I couldn't come up with any cool designs for anyone else. But yeah, and the two I've decided to make, it's just Penguin and Bane. So here's my Penguin. Now, obviously, this design is it's very different than how Penguin traditionally looks with the big suit. However, I didn't want to do the suit because I did a kind of suit look for Joker. So I want to go a little bit different. So I kind of made him look more like just kind of like an Italian mobster. He has that kind of the golf shirt. I don't know what to call it. So the one with like the two stripes on it, right? He has a little belt there. He has a kind of golden watch. So I kind of made him more just kind of like a short Italian gangster, which I don't know, it works. I wanted to give him the bald headpiece. However, I didn't have another one. I'm using the two that I do have. One of them I'm using for Uncle Ruckus, and then the other one I'm using for Danny DeVito. Didn't want to sacrifice any of those. So I just kind of gave him this receding hairline piece, and I did some great edges, which I liked. The face is the goblin face from Harry Potter, and it works really well for a penguin, and it just kind of works, so that's what I decided to use. And then also I gave him this little cigarette, which I don't remember who I used this cigarette for, but I used it for someone, and I think it works. I didn't want to give him a cane because I kind of already gave Joker a cane, and yeah, but I like this design. It kind of works for a more grounded kind of Batman universe, which is kind of sort of the vibe I'm going with, but yeah, so that's Penguin. And then next up here, I might need to get a different display for this guy, but this is Bane. I'm really happy with how this turned out. The way I made this guy is I actually 3D printed the body. So I took a regular minifig, and I've done this before with other certain figures to make, like if I compare him, compare him to like the size of Joker, right? He is significantly wider and taller, so like you even see like his leg piece is bigger, so everything's just kind of bigger about him. It's 20% bigger than normal minifig. But then when I got that torso printed out, I cut up the torso to extend the arms out even further, so you can see the arms. The minifig goes in and then it kind of comes out for his arms to be extended. It is posable. It's a little bit tricky to pose him, but it is posable. I also molded on, like I said, muscles onto the arms. I don't usually like overly sculpting things, but I feel like for Bane, I kind of really wanted to because to emphasize how strong he is. So that's what I did. I've been doing this with a few other figures, adding the kind of neck muscle. I did that with where's my Miguel O'Hara? Yeah, I did that with my Miguel O'Hara. Not to as an extreme degree that you see there, right? This one I added a lot more than usual. Also, I'm just really happy how this back looks. Yeah, I like how all the back muscle looks and whatnot. And then the front muscle isn't as great. I decided to not give him a six-pack. I want to give him a little bit of a stomach because, I mean, most professional kind of weightlifters don't really have a six-pack. They just have like kind of big abs and then like a little bit of a stomach. I don't know if that works super well. Also, as you notice, I didn't give him the big tank of venom on his back. I didn't want to do that. I kind of wanted to do a little bit more, like kind of a different version. Like I said, very inspired by Mexican wrestlers. That's why he has kind of the underpants, the boots, and whatnot. But however, instead, I gave him these little vials along his belt, and the idea is that he would either inject it or he would just drink it instead of having it constantly pumping in his veins. I think that just kind of works better for a more grounded Bane. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this looks. I think it looks pretty good. Also, the head is actually not bigger than a minifig head. I used a normal minifig head. Although when I made the 3D print, I did print the head, and it was like bigger than a normal one. But I decided to use a normal one to kind of make it look like his head is proportionally smaller, so to make his body kind of look bigger, right? Where I've had some other figures I've made with this same method where the figure is bigger, but it doesn't look bigger because his head is kind of proportionally the same size, right? But yeah, so that's kind of it for today's showcase. So here's them side by side, right? And then also, yeah, let me just show it off side by side. So like here's like Batman and whatnot, and then the Joker. So yeah, I'm really happy with how this showcase turned out. If y'all liked it, leave a like. If you want to see me make some more Batman designs, let me know. Enjoy the rest of your day. Go watch the 2001 film Rango. Also, join our Discord server. It is a very epic Discord server. You should join it. And yeah, have a night. Enjoy. Oh yeah, Piranha Gun.